My name is Robert Burke. I'm a concrete finisher. I've been in concrete construction for about 25 years, if not more. I'm originally from the East Coast. Growing up was difficult at times. We were always taught to say nothing, deal with your problems yourself. No one needs to know exactly what's going on. I wasn't shown love growing up. I really wasn't. I felt like I was just stranded. You have to fend for yourself now. You're at that age, you know? I come to Alberta when I was 30. It was a big change for me. Employment was better, more opportunity. I ended up staying. I met a girl from the East Coast. We ended up having a family. Unfortunately for my kid's mom, she passed away with cancer at the age of 42. Her current husband at the time abandoned her and my kids as a stepdad. I left my wife, everything was okay, but I couldn't handle the point of seeing my kids suffering, knowing that they were trying to take care of their mom at the age of 14 and 16. That was a lot to carry. I left what I was building with my wife, and I went back to help my kids' mom and them. People needed me here, my job needed me here, my feelings needed me here, my thoughts needed me here. There was times that I honestly wanted to exit the game, but I didn't. I dug deep and I'm like, no, that's not me. Me is about getting fixed. So like I said, I can be here for the people who need me the most, and that being my kids. And then I knew, okay, now I feel like I'm in a downward spiral. How I'm feeling and thinking is interfering with my job and the people who truly care about me around me. And then that's when I knew it's time that I need to make a change, or I'm just gonna continue down spiraling. And then what kind of shape would I actually be in for my kids? I had no idea what I was in for, and I was really scared, I was nervous. I wasn't sure if I was actually doing the right thing. But once I came in here and I completed 2 or 3 sessions, I knew I was gonna get the help that I needed. Mainly my self-control for situations that would arise, and I really didn't know how to attack them. My feelings were right away, it was reaction, hyperness, anger. He learned me how to step back, take that deep breath. The engine light's on, but it doesn't mean it's blowing. So let's just go through the process and see why it came on, and then we'll fix it from there. Coming to counseling here helped me decipher each bit of weight that I was carrying, you know, from one to the other, and how to let it go, you know. My daughter became a caregiver at the age of 14 to her mom, why my son couldn't handle it. He would go and just try to live life playing with his friends and doing what he's got to do. And my daughter felt so trapped. At the same time, she knew that her mom needed her, wanted her, needed somebody. So seeing everything that they went through and the pain on their face, and everything that I went through with leaving my marriage, going back to something that I can't fix, but I can help control an environment, let my kids know that there's hope, let myself know there's hope, you know? Like I said, it was tough, and that's only some of the weight that I've carried. I never had no emotional attachment with my mom. There was none of that. And I give all that now that I never had to my kids the best I can do, right? So they feel better than I did growing up in my younger years. You guys went through a lot of trauma, very young age. You guys easily could have veered off the road to either side, but you guys helped me keep you guys on the road and not in the ditch. And that was my biggest fear, because a lot of kids at that age, in their teens, they can run for some artificial help, and they can get into drugs, drinking, this and that. That's where I didn't want them to go. And then, like I said, that was my main control, to keep them on the road and not in the ditches. Like, don't go down that path. I feel confident. I feel healthier. I feel clearer thinking in the mind. I just overall feel different. I'm not new. I'm still me, but I'm me with more control. All the resources were there. All the advice was there, all the push forward, go do this. It doesn't hurt anything, you have nothing to lose and all to gain. The biggest thing for me was fear. That was the biggest thing. Once I got through the part of fear, the doors were wide open.